I'm gonna be actually testing out this Baofang AAAS walkie-talkie, and I'm gonna be traveling, God willing, around 7,000 feet, like 7,000 feet. So I'm not gonna say this is like the ultimate test and all this stuff, but this is gonna be challenging, and I already know how it turned out. Okay, this is gonna be the deal. Um, this video is gonna be. Sorry about the background and background noise. You know, he's building some stuff over there, the neighbor. Um, this video is ultimately going to be muted, and what I did, I recorded a an audio of me transmitting from my ultimate destination. Okay, so the recording that you're about to hear when I reach 100 feet over here is actually an old recording, like about 2 weeks, 2 weeks in the past. Okay, so so I did a video of me walking and transmitting to another Baofang unit in the house. Okay, and I was recording. That's what you're going to be hearing now. You're not going to be hearing actually me at this, from 100 feet. So once you hear me saying I'm about 100 feet, that's an old recording. I just wanted an overlay of a video to correspond with the audio. Okay, I just didn't want to have a picture out there, So when you see the unit and the green and red light are not corresponding to my speech, well, that's an old recording. That's why. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, guys, this is Angelo Quinones, and as I fill my water canteen over here, I'm gonna be using the Baofang 888S walkie-talkie, and I have a walkie-talkie right over here in the house, and I'm gonna go around 4,000 to 5,000 feet. Okay, and basically 5,000 feet is a mile. This walkie-talkie is going to be in a house, and so that's just the deal. As a matter of fact, let me just move it though to the room just to be fair. All right, just to be fair, and then I'm going to open up a shade. Okay, and just open up a shade here. Okay, shade or two, so that way there'll be a better connection. There are a lot of trees around here, so this house is sort of buried around a lot of trees, if you will. And so my goal is to make sure that this thing works about 5,000 feet away. Basically, I'm recording this on a good recorder, so it's gonna be clear. I'm gonna make sure that it's still on and at the right channel.
11, 10.
It's gonna be on channel 10, which seems to not to give me any problems here in the Philippines. Channel 10, these channels do not have to be programmed in the Philippines.
9, 10.
Let me just check it out.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing testing.
So I got the volume all the way high. Volume is loud enough, so that's just the deal. Okay, here we go. This is the test. At least 5,000 feet away. I'm going to the bridge, actually near my neighborhood. The bridge is about, I would estimate, 5,000 to 5,500 feet, something like that. I'm probably not going to get all the way there without it breaking up, but we'll test it out. Right.
I'm outside testing this thing out. I'm about like maybe 100 feet away now. Feet away right now, about 200 feet away. Angelo, testing again the BAOFANG 888S. About 300 feet away now, like 300. Feet away, like 500. Feet away now, basically around 600 feet. And these are rough estimates. The walkway that I'm on now is extremely long. I'm judging it in the size of a baseball field, which is 400 feet dead center, straight away. About 700 feet now, basically. 700 feet. 100 feet away, about 800. About 1,000 feet away, 1,000 feet away now. Again, this is a BAOFANG 888S. And there's no clear path to my house. So if there was a clear path, this definitely won't break up when you reach a mile, but got a lot of trees over here in the Philippines. Approaching 1,400 feet away. Feet, approaching 1,500 feet. Clear side of view whatsoever. Approaching 2,000 feet. I'm going to talk a little louder. 2,000 feet. I'm approaching the house that I used to rent out. So I'm around this neighborhood. Basically about 2,000 plus feet from my house. matter of fact, next to a Catholic church. It's about 2,500 feet. No, and there's no clear sight of view to the house whatsoever, so I have to go over. I'm using a small antenna, the antenna that it came with. Using any extended antennas or special antennas or anything like that. The clear sight of view, not basically to my house, but there is a plain sight of view coming up. About 3,000 feet. No clear path. So, I mean, they tell you that with a clear path that you can reach a longer range on your walkie-tees. This is a plain side of view right here, but there are trees here. So I'm basically 3,500 feet away, basically. I'm using estimations of baseball park. MLB baseball park, which has to be at least 400 feet dead center, straight away, center field. Well, there are new homes here. Okay, so I wasn't expecting that. And I wasn't expecting all this new stuff. I haven't been here in a while, but you know. So basically, I'm about 4,000 feet away. 4,000 feet away. I'll talk a little louder. I'm about 4,000 feet away. Have the walkie-talkie at least 6 feet up in the air, just in case. When I reach the bridge, it'll be at least in the 5,000s. 5,000 feet, 5,500 feet, like that, 5,000 plus, at least. At least a mile. A mile is over 5,000 feet. Very tall trees here, yeah, and I'm talking about 30 to 40 foot trees blocking my area right here. Now at the bridge spot, maybe I can connect more. Using channel 10. I did charge my batteries. Okay, full charge. Over. Is a good test because there's a lot of trees. Okay, I'm right under wire cable, electrical cable, all through the block. You know the deal. So I mean, you got interference there probably. So this is a good test for the BAOFANG 888S. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be sitting for a while, and I'll edit that part out, and then I'll come back and then talk periodically as I try to reconnect, just in case nobody can hear me now. Just coming up. Away from my house, actually, to the left of the house. At the bridge. We put the hand strip on because the bottom of the bridge is 15 feet, and I don't want to lose my hand strap. well, you're not going to drop it. You're going to drop it about a couple of inches off your wrist. I don't use it until I really have to. Walkie-talkie is very dependable as I reach the 7,000 foot range. Very hard plastic. Channel here in the Philippines. It can withstand a drop. From like 3 to 4 feet, I dropped it on my floor, my kitchen floor. The light is nothing to cry home about. It is nice, but it's not really that bright. It's bright enough to walk. We have a lot of rocks in the Philippines and some of these, streets, or some of these dirt roads, caminos we call them. I was born and raised in the United States of America. I married by very small bridge. Not anything, or anything like that, but just enough some boats can come through. I'm using a S like a Sam walkie-talkie. On channel 10, there are 16 channels. When you don't talk a lot, when you just have it in a standby position about a good 14 to 16 hours, something like that. I never reached the zenith, so I think I reached more, maybe 18, who knows. I had a problem with the batteries, and since that's the case, I don't be buying an additional set, because frankly I don't really need it. Rich now, here in South View. I'll take that back. Now, that drop is about, so let's say 20 feet from the top of the wall of the, the side walls of the bridge. It's about 20 feet. So basically there's water down there, I think. Water, so the season is for the water. There's water there. I can see the waves. There's clearly water there. And the walkie-talkie is strapped onto my wrist just in case it falls down. If this is bouncing off some antennas and stuff like that, well, that's great. That's this is a very small 4-inch antenna. Okay, so I don't even know if somebody's hearing me right now from through my recorder, I don't know. But I just keep on talking just like I am. Well, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to turn off my walkie-talkie just to conserve power. And I'll edit from this position. Thank you. I'm going to sit down and get a drink of water and just relax. Burn out. Lucky here, so I'm going to get going. Just drink some water. This is Angelo coming in on channel 10 in the Philippines. Like I said, this walkie-talkie is very dependable. 16 channels that you don't have to program if you buy. Talkie here. Very dependable. It's kind of, I'm not going to say it's kind of heavy. It's a light walkie-talkie. It's not a heavy walkie-talkie at all. Compared to the walkie-talkies that I used to use in the old days, Tandy, Radio Shack. I think it was talkies with you can use 8 real batteries and 2 dummy batteries. Except for the channel was on the side. That BTC button and the antenna. Not like a female to male. No, you had to screw it on. You had to screw it. walkie-talkie said that several walkie-talkies that said that. Next to my house, near my house, I should say nearby. Not next to my house, nearby. Now I have my hand strap on, okay? I have the hand strap on. Why? Well, I'm looking down at from the bridge right now. I don't want to drop my walkie-talkie into the drink over here to the water. You understand what I'm saying? So I have my, and this is where this comes into to play your hand strap. Because if you drop it, and let me just let it hang. That was definitely a test. I dropped my walkie-talkie from my wrist and let it hang like about 20 feet from the water over here, okay? You understand what I'm saying? From the bridge. So it worked, okay? Alright, don't convince me to submerge this walkie-talkie in water, because that's not going to happen. It's not waterproof. We could probably take a few, drizzles. You got to look at the specs of the walkie-talkie to see, how much water resistant it could be. How much resistant to the water it could take, you know what I'm saying? Nice LED indicator letting you know when you're talking, okay? The PTT, I should say the PTT button, the push to talk button is on the side, which that's a normal thing. It's good for me because I'm used to those buttons being on the side of their units. You understand what I'm saying? The unit is very loud. Can boost up a nice loud sounding volume control. Okay, or can give you a nice sound. Okay, from 1 to 10, I'll give it a 10. You don't need it any louder than that. So I mean, so that's a 10 right there. Strength of the antenna and unit are basically 10 all the way because it's too good to drop and none were damaged. So that's good. The design of the walkie-talkie is very interesting. It's not just a square box like those walkie-talkies that you find on Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Okay, so it's not like that. It's nicely designed, nicely carved. The buttons are nicely carved on the top. Very interesting design. Not just a stoic square, design. So you got some stuff on the sides. You got your, and I'm gonna leave now just in case nobody can hear me. You got your rubber cover covering two female connectors on the right-hand side of this unit, where you can put an extendable mic on there, just like Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, and the old slot television show. And just like the one we had in the old days, a Radio Shack, you could put an extendable mic, so that's nice. Let me walk just in case nobody can hear me. Okay, I'm gonna walk back, even though there's a nice wind now. Pull my water, so I'm on my way out. Okay. I'm gonna report every 100 feet. That's about 100 feet that I just walked now, so I'm gonna count up to my house. On my shoes, so wait. QUINONES that are found in a basketball court, which is 92 feet, but I'm just counting 100. I think it was 400 feet right now. 400, right about now. 400 feet. Using the BAOFANG 8886. Feet away. BAOFANG this is ANGELO coming on YouTube, testing the distance of this unit, 600 feet away. No clear path. A lot of trees here in the Philippines. I charged the walkie-talkie to its maximum. There's no low-high switch on these walkie-talkies at all to conserve power or to increase the boost of the distance. 700 feet. Channels. 16 channels, you don't need to program them here in the Philippines. 100 feet. Feet. 1,000 feet in about 5 seconds. 1,000 feet away. Feet away is Angelo. Testing out these BAOFANG or whatever walkie-talkies. Distance should be close enough. There's a clear path right here, about 1,100 feet away from my house. There's a clear path right there. Not clear path because there's always trees blocking my house. So like I said, clear path from here is more of a clear path than anywhere that I was at after I left the bridge. So I'll stay here for a little while and just rest. Hopefully it could pick me up around 1,100 feet away. 1,100 feet away. Taking a break, and I was talking about the buttons and things like that. You got basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons. One volume control, which is, doable. This is defendable. This took a fall already, a mighty crash, a couple of crashes. Okay? Since I mixed them up, I don't know if it took 2 crashes or just one. This one took a fall from 3 or 4 feet down, something like that. And then the other one that belongs to my wife, since they're identical, I don't know, that's the one that took a fall also. So 2 falls for 2 units. I don't know if one of them has just the 2. Because we don't just say, well, this is yours and this is mine like that all the time. So basically, one walkie-talkie took 2 falls, or both of them took, 1 each, so like that. Nice SOS, but I don't know how seriously somebody's going to take an SOS. And basically, if it blinks, is somebody going to stop and check to see if you're okay nowadays? You know what I mean? So, unless you're laying down and then the SOS is on, you know what I mean? And you drop some kind of a flag or something like that, I guess you have to do all that for somebody to stop and help. And the SOS is not going to really work in the daytime too much, I just have the SOS on now, and there's no way that somebody's going to see that. It's going to be, and if somebody helps you, well, that's a good Samaritan, that's just the deal. Tricycles in the background, motorcycles, trucks, cars, vans, cement trucks sometimes, a lot of noise. So that's you're not having a clear, you know, background when you're speaking in the Philippines around this spot. So if you can hear me, that's pretty good for this walkie-talkie to do, you know. That's it. Traffic over here, man. Thousands of cars pass here every day. Thousands. I mean, you know. But let me get going because it's kind of nice here. You know, I mean, the Cobra has a nice report, and you know, your UV walkie-talkies have good reports. You know, UV walkie-talkies. Let me get going.
Okay, made it. So basically, it was about 4,800 feet. Okay, now this is going to transmit at least 200 feet more because they're already transmitted, okay, from this distance. Okay, now when I was sitting down over there the other day with the walkie-talkie, this probably blocked it from really transmitting it to full capacity. Okay, also I tested out the strap the other day. I tested out the strap and it worked, but one of the straps of the other one of the straps, okay, the other strap that was on the other walkie-talkie I bought two broke, so I wouldn't be doing this test anytime soon. Okay, so this is the deal. If I drop it there, it's gonna fall into the drink. Okay, you understand? This is the boats pass through here. Okay, and so that's just the deal. And sometimes this thing dries up. No matter what, it's not gonna. It's designed for a crash, but not from 20 feet up or 30 feet or whatever. You know, you see those stairs over there. So you know, just don't dangle this. Don't trust the wrist strap that this came with, because it has a plastic clamp here. It's not metal, it's plastic, and mine broke off. Now what happened, I tried to let me get out of there. Okay, I tried to put the battery, and this is the 888S Baofang. I tried to put the battery on, but I couldn't do it. And I was noticing that the wrist strap was impeding the battery from entering in. So I coiled it around maybe the antenna or something like that, and it just broke off. I don't know how that happened, because this is sort of strong, but it's not dependable. So you want to get maybe, and if you're in the Philippines like I am, you want to go to Shopee and get some wrist straps. They do sell them on Shopee, and if you want to get them on Amazon.com, you could get better wrist straps. Okay, but if you're working, you know, like high up or something like that, and you want to let it dangle, then you're gonna need something else. I'm gonna do it anyway for you guys. I'm gonna take a chance. Okay, but I wouldn't recommend that you do what I'm doing right now. Okay, I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, look at if this falls, especially if it drops on you, if it's hanging, okay, so there's no momentum. But if it drops on you, then try to avoid that. You know, this is the ultimate test right here. Okay, guys. All right, this is a bridge, and I mean, you know, I'm taking a chance because the other strap broke. So I'm just saying, I know there's a lot of tutorials out there, and they say this and they say that, but the simplest things could be the detriment. You know, what happens to, the simplest things could be what happens, and and it's not going to be so simple if you lose your walkie-talkie. Now over here, I mean, this Baofang unit doesn't cost anything. Okay, this costs like 350 pesos for one, right? And let me just take it out of the wrist. Take it off of the wrist. I'm forgetting my English here in the Philippines to my chagrin. You understand what I'm saying? Marrying a Filipina like I did, you forget all your English. You understand? Even though there are some Philippine people that they speak very good English, you know. But this costs like 350 peso over here, in you know, from Shopee. That's about $7. In the United States, this used to cost like $20 or $30 or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, if this damages or something like that, it's a piece of cake to buy another one. You know, but still, we have to be careful with our units and stuff like that. You know. So it was roughly about from this point to my house, using the 30-step measurement for 90 feet and a little extra for 100, is about 5,000 feet. And you still heard me. You still heard me very well. You know, so I mean, but the thing is that, you know, you want to use the other antenna. You want to use a longer antenna because from this point, it did jump. It did hop. The audio did hop back and forth, and there's a lot of traffic here. So, I mean, you got different kinds of vehicles, you know, like I said, motorcycles. Look at that van. Sometimes cement trucks come through here. There's a tricycle right there. There's a set of tricycles. Different kind of trucks and even buses. The buses are kind of quiet over here, though. So you have all this noise. So just because you make a recording and you hear noise, it doesn't mean that the walkie-talkie is not, or, you know, the two-way radio, the ham radio, whatever you want to call it, is not functioning well. It's just really, you know, it's hearing what's out there, you know. So that's just the deal. I mean, you know, it's just you know, it's gonna be noise. I mean, unless you're doing this tutorial in the nighttime where there's no traffic whatsoever. Okay, no traffic whatsoever in the nighttime over here. Like, let's say 1 o'clock in the morning, there's nothing passing through here. There's nothing passing through here at all whatsoever. You know, because I used to live not around this area per se, but you know, down that way I used to live. And there used to be no traffic in the nighttime. I mean, you mean like 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock at all? Nothing. Okay. So this unit really, for this size, I mean, it's amazing. This little tiny unit can transmit to my house, which is 5,000 feet away, and even beyond that with a better antenna, and maybe with a better battery. Okay. There's three parts to this unit: the antenna, the battery, and the walkie-talkie itself. And I cannot see my house from here because my house, you have to walk like a upside down L shape. My house is down that way. You know, it's not straight. There's no line of view. And look at all these trees. And it's still, I'm trying to be careful with my hat. I don't want it to blow away. Right into the drink. You understand what I'm saying? And it still made it. I mean, if you're thinking of buying this, I was thinking about what I was doing. I was looking at all these tutorials, okay? I saw like 10, 20, 30 tutorials, whatever it was before I bought it. And then I said, you know something, I'm just going to buy it. I'm going to take a chance. There's no taking a chance about this. This is just it's just a really wonderful two-way radio. It really is. Okay? I'm not going to walk over there because that's not fair. Because I really stopped at this point and I was sitting down here, so I'm going to do that right now. And I think I'm still recording. And what I did, I erased a lot of Bible studies just to get you guys this video, because I didn't have any room. And, you know, I put it on YouTube and stuff like that, and some on Facebook, so I hope you appreciate it. There goes the bus right there. So, I mean, that's going to Cebu. So, I mean, you know, you're going to have noise. When you do your test, forget about the noise. You're going to have noise, okay? It's just, does it hop or not? Does your voice hop? And if it's hopping, then it's time to switch antennas or something like that, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe you're just going to the ultimate limit of the power of the walkie-talkie. Okay, 5,000 plus feet is about a mile, and that's all I really need. I don't even need to. This is one of my favorite spots, so it's great that as I put this down, it's great that that it reaches from here. That's great. That's no problem, you know. Because this is one of my favorite spots. The other spot is my favorite spot. This is my second favorite spot. So it's good that I can reach my wife with this, okay? From here, it's good. That's all I need. I don't really go beyond that. There's nothing else there. There's really nothing else there. It's just open field area, stuff like that. But you want the walkie-talkie just to reach where you have to. You know, I have a special child, and I want to stay in contact with my wife to see how she is and stuff like that. If I need it to go to the house and all this other stuff, you know. It's just a great walkie-talkie. It really is, you know. It really, really is.
Power on.
I already did a tutorial on it, and there's a lot of tutorials on the function and the buttons and this and that, and it only has like 5 buttons. You know, these 2 buttons over here, it's a waste of time. The light, nobody's going to come rescue us if we press this. It's not even an SOS, it's a strobe light. It's not even giving an SOS signal. It doesn't correspond to an SOS signal, okay? So that's useless right there. That flashlight's okay, but everybody has their own flashlight anyway, so that's just a waste of time. The middle button, the monitor button, is a waste of time as well. You know, I mean, you never hear anything in the Philippines. You never hear anything in the Philippines using that button. It's just a waste. It's a waste of time. Maybe in the United States of America, my home country, you know, New York City, maybe there's more clutter. You know what I mean? But that's just, those 2 buttons are a waste of time. The PTT button, well, you need that. Okay. These 2 knobs over here, you need the channel select and all of that good stuff. Now, why I'm not hearing, you know, anything over here? Let me see.
Power on. 9.
Okay.
10.
Okay, so I don't know why I wasn't hearing anything. Okay. So, I mean, you could change it to Chinese, you could change it to beep and stuff like that by using the 15th channel and the 10th channel. You can do that, you know, and I already get into that anyway. So, I mean, the belt clip, I'm gonna do a test on one of these tricycles, okay? And I'm gonna show you that it's very dependable. The hand strap is not dependable, but the belt clip is. So somebody said that it was kind of flimsy plastic. I don't know what he was talking about. You know, it's very strong plastic. I wouldn't recommend you doing this when there's no battery on the unit, okay? So, I mean, I saw somebody do that. I don't think that's a good idea to do that when there's no battery there. And then this thing is slapping the unit itself. I think that's a bad idea. It's getting hot, so I'm gonna be conking out now, and because I want to walk back. I want to walk back and maybe catch some of my audio that I recorded. Okay, so great unit. I would recommend it to anybody. Very easy to use. Okay. Now I want to say something right off the bat. What's illegal in the United States may not be illegal over here in the Philippines. What's illegal in the Philippines may not be illegal in the United States, and vice versa. Legal or illegal. What's illegal in Argentina may not correspond to the United States or to the Philippines. It depends on your country. What's illegal in the UK, you understand what I'm saying, may not be necessarily illegal in the United States of America or in the Philippines. So you just have to be careful with this unit. Like a lot of people say, you can't get into trouble, but you just have to be careful with your country, where you're at, and not worry about what people say, you know, if you can use this or you can't use it in their country. Because I'm not in Argentina, I'm not in my home country, the United States of America, and so that's just the deal. So I don't have to worry about those laws, okay? It's just like a gun permit, okay? I don't have a gun, but it's just like a gun permit. Just because you have, okay, a gun permit in New York, it doesn't necessarily translate to California. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you an example that one thing doesn't correspond with another sometimes, or location or whatever the case may be. Just use common sense, and you can get a permit here in the Philippines. You could go to the nearest NTC office and get a license or a permit. Okay, and once you have it, then that means your family doesn't have to be worried about getting slapped with a fine or something like that, and so that's just the deal, you know. So that's a good thing. Okay, so FRS unit. Okay, fine and dandy. And that's basically the ultimate test. I mean, I walked a long distance for you guys. Hope you appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, and please leave your comment on the screen there. And please subscribe to my channel. The subscriptions are growing. It's a Christian-based ministry channel, YouTube channel, and I just wanted to, give my opinion on walkie-talkies. And I have a lot of experience in using two-way radios or walkie-talkies and whatever you want to call these things. I go way back. I'm 59. I sound young and I look young, but I'm 59 years old. And I started using walkie-talkies, at an early age of 9 years old, in 1974, around there. And I was very seriously involved in two-way radios. Okay, and I purchased a lot of Radio Shack walkie-talkies, and I had CBs. I went to school to learn how to use these properly, especially a Citizens Band that popped on the scene in 1948. Walkie-talkies were invented in 1937. So I think that everybody should get trained in how to use these, and really nobody uses what's your 20 anymore, or your 1020. We didn't even say 1020. We just said what's your 20, what's your location and stuff like that. But it's not even used anymore, and you don't even need that to get a license. Basically, you just have to pay. They want money these days. That's all they want. You understand what I'm saying? And if you're a good moral standing, if you're a citizen of the Philippines or of another country, does that country that you're from allow the same privileges that we're allowing you to Filipinos abroad? That's just to deal with that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be going. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink of water, and basically, it was a pleasure doing this test for you. I don't know if I'm going to do any more tutorials because everybody knows about this unit. It's a very well-known unit, but I just did this for people who are really wondering. Should I really invest in this simple two-way radio? Should I really invest, 350 pesos for one and 700 pesos for two? Should I really bother getting this? Yes. You should get it. It's a great, and I dare to say walkie-talkie. Okay, it's really great. It's really wonderful. To think that this little tiny thing can transmit 5,000 feet away, and my walkie-talkie was in a house with a metal roof, with cement blocks, with tinted windows, and I had some of them open. Okay, and it went through the trees and the bridge area, and over here and over there, and the homes and the leaves and all this stuff, and the traffic and everything like that, and it transmitted very well until I sat down. So I would avoid sitting down, I guess. Because then it wasn't really going through there that well, because if I'm standing up, I'm going to be standing at a better angle, over the bridge wall, But since I'm sitting down, then it started jumping on me and stuff like that, But anyway, guys, this is Angelo Quiñones. This is me. This is how I look, and it was a pleasure bringing you this tutorial about this great unit. It really is wonderful, and I can't wait to buy some more. There's the T1 out there. A lot of people have that. There's the UV R5 and the UV S9 and the UV 21 and the Rocky Talkie and the banjo on my knee, What's the other one? The Cobra, all these exciting walkie-talkies. But basically, this could do the job. I don't really need those other walkie-talkies. That's just going to be like fun to have. But this does the job. This really does the job. This is Angelo Quiñones. Always give him glory. Okay, to God the Father, to the Lord Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. And I really wanted to say that this is just, it really works. It works from 5,000 feet away plus, okay? With the antennas, it would be even more. But I'm not going to walk anymore. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye bye now. Bye.